Welcome back, guys. It's June 26, 2011. And no, that crack you just heard in the background was not a bomb dropping outside of my apartment, although that's what it did sound like. We have a nasty thunderstorm coming in over top of us. Being that I live down in the tropics and it is hurricane season, that does happen. So I apologize if it sounds like Lower Beirut in the background, but during the break I found the video that I was talking about. It's called, this is the title on YouTube, and I'll put the link in the chat room for everybody, but the title is called Demons Behind the Music Industry. And in parentheses, Ex-Illuminati Explains. So I will put this into the chat for everybody to check out. And you guys, this is what I was talking about when I said the guy said that they do rituals and stuff over top of the masters and stuff. Go ahead and check it out. And I don't know. I don't remember what happened to him. I know the guy disappeared. His name's John Todd. I know he's not around anymore. I don't remember if he got thrown in jail or if he just got thrown in the back of a van. That happens as well. But, and let me put it in here. There you go. Now everybody can check it out. It's really kind of a creepy video. It's only about 6.5 minutes long. But
you posted
it's really,
it in our Skype chat, dude.
Yeah, I know. I posted it in the chat, the Skype chat, everywhere.
All right, cool. Yeah.
Oh,
Wanted to make sure you didn't just send it to us.
Yes. No, I made sure I put it in there.
Cool.
Rich just put a video in the chat room too, folks, and he asked me to mention it. So everybody check out the video. I would play it on air, Rich, but I don't have the ability to.
I can get it going for you.
Okay, if you want, play. We got a few
Which
minutes.
one? Demons Behind the Music?
Yeah, check that one. And he explains, try to find the part. It's only a few minutes in. He explains about how they do the ritual over top of the master. It's really creepy.
All right. I am loading it. It'll take a minute or two, but I'll get it up. And you'd have to help me skip through it because I'm just going to load the whole thing.
Yeah, it's not that long. It's only a few minutes in. If I had more time during the break, I would have checked the whole video, but it took me a couple minutes to find it. I couldn't remember the guy's name, but check him out. His name's John Todd. Rich typed his name into the chat room so people can check it out. Very interesting fellow. I don't remember what happened to him, but I know he disappeared.
Well, he's got a pretty interesting 2-hour speech on YouTube, too.
Is there, if you can find the full 2-hour speech, we'll go ahead and throw it in the chat room for the people that are listening. Because it's really, it's important that this kind of stuff, people see this stuff, because a lot of this stuff has been around for 20, 30 years. People just don't know it. And if you listen to what he says, you go look at Lady Gaga's videos. I mean, it's ridiculous. Go look, and this is how I found out about, this is how I realized about KLF, because I used to like them when I was, in the 90s. I liked the band, or the group, I should say. So I happened to be going through 90s music the other day, and I happened to be watching the videos. And it's amazing what happens when you're awake and you understand things, because you literally see things that you might not have noticed before. And in the videos, I started to see all this symbolism. Another video, a singer by the name of Corona. The song is called The Rhythm of the Night. Just go to YouTube and type in Rhythm of the Night, and it'll bring it up. Watch the original music video. You'll see, and it happens fast, but you'll see satanic symbols and other occult-type symbolism pop up really fast, and it cycles through about 10 pictures in the course of like 3 seconds. You literally have to download it and throw it in a video editor and slow it down to be able to see everything that's it's showing. But it's really creepy, and that keeps popping up sporadically through the video. And the chick, if that's her name, Corona, if that's her real name, whatever it was, she's sitting there dancing like an Egyptian throughout the whole video, just like Beyonce does with Lady Gaga in that telephone video in the end when they're in the jail and they're all dancing like Egyptian goddesses. That's done for a reason. That's not, they just dance like that. No, idiots. Entertainment has never, ever been there just for entertainment purposes. It's always been there as programming. whether to get specific messages and hidden symbols into your head, or whether to just, get an idea. Like I said, going into the break, all these alien invasion movies over the past 15, 20 years. Now,
I said on a council of 13 people that take orders only from the Rothschild Tribunal in London.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Is that
no,
the
that's
clip?
perfect. That's it right there.
Should I play it right from there?
Right there.
All right, here it is.
Here's
They
John
claim
Todd,
they
guys.
take their orders directly from Lucifer.
I was the manager of Zodiac Productions, which Zodiac Productions' name's been changed since then. I'm not even sure what they call it now, but it's the largest music conglomerate in the world. It owns RCA Records, Columbia Records, Motown Records, owns almost all the concert booking agencies in the United States. And that's not even the name of the company that owns it. The name of the company that owns it is Brenner Enterprises, and Brenner Enterprises is owned by Chase Manhattan. Chase Manhattan's owned by Standard Oil, and Standard Oil is owned by the Lords of London. You can track it all back. You kind of get the idea after a while. But I was the managing president of Zodiac Productions. It's one of my jobs as being one of these 13 people. Thus, I got to know many of the people who produce music and sing the music and play the music that you play. Now, one of the closest friends that I got during that time that I obtained was a man named David Crosby. Crosby, Still, Nash and Young. I saw David the day before Christmas last year, talked with him. I got him away from this witch that he had with him. He told her to go shopping. We were in West Hollywood, and I was witnessing around to people I knew. We went off in this store, and we started talking. I said, David, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. I said, I already know the answers, but I've been gone for 5 years. I'd like to know if certain things are still the way they were when I left. I said, now I'll have to explain some of this when I'm done, because you're not going to understand it all unless you know something about music. I said, do they still take the master to the temple room? Dave said, yeah. I said, do they still have the coven conjure demons into the master? He said, of course. I said, now, I got to know something. What's the main reason for rock music? He said, come on, Lance, you know what the reason is. I said, please, David, I don't want to guess. Tell me what the main reason is. He says, the same as when you were in, so that we can play spells on people that we couldn't cast spells upon. I'll explain what that means in a minute. I said, okay, one last thing. I've been hearing that you must be an initiated witch now to get a record contract. He said, that's right. He said, many of us that weren't total witches have to be witches now in order to produce music. I said, thank you. The master is a tape about as big as the top of this podium that looks like an overgrown 8-track that the album is cut on and is placed in a machine that produces and presses the records and the 8-tracks and cassettes that you buy. After it's been recorded, it's taken in. This is why a master's cut months in advance before it's released. On the full moon, it's taken in to a temple room about the size of this auditorium that is in every one of the major music companies, behind locked doors up in the executive office. And it's placed on an altar sitting in the north of the room, and a pentagram engraved in the floor. And 13 hand-chosen witches and wizards and a coven come in and conjure a principality or a power up, usually Regia or something like that, and order him to tell the demons under him to follow every record and every tape coming off of that master. As I tell many Christian parents, you can go home and count your kids' records, probably yours too, and count how many demons at least are there. If that's too hard for you to believe, I'm sorry. That's why they do it. Now listen to me. This is why rock music's addicting. Have you ever seen kids that got rid of their music? They go around like this. They can't wait to find a rock station somewhere and they sneak.
Yeah, Popeye, there was a point in time where I would have thought this was just crazy. But now,
me
I'm not
too.
so sure.
I would have thought it was nuts.
Either.
But when you go into it and you actually research it, and you research MK Ultra, and you research Mind Control and Project Monarch, people, go look up Project Monarch. I'm telling you right now, you will understand what Lady Gaga is all about. You understand why she does the crazy off-the-wall crap she does, why her videos, why does her music videos never jive with the music? Why is there always some crazy crap? Why? Because it's
suggestion.
Exactly, it's symbolism. Just because you're not picking it up with your eye, your subconsciousness is. It's recording
that's
it.
How
you are. What do they call it? Not suggestible, but it's the wrong word. You're very susceptible to suggestion. Yeah, so you subconsciously you're subject to being programmed without even knowing it. And you could be watching television. You go into an idiot type phase within 30 seconds or 45 seconds, and now you're being downloaded right to your brain without your knowledge. You have crap being downloaded to you, and you don't even know it. And the next thing you know, you're in the store making a purchase of something, and you don't even know why you bought this piece of crap.
Well, that's how hypnosis is done. The person administering it uses a soothing, calm, quiet voice for several minutes while they slow your breathing, relax your brain waves, and then in a clear, not a stern voice, but in a little bit louder, but much more clearly spoken voice, he uses the suggestions. Is when he says, and then he'll shift back to that calm, that soothing, that quiet, that calm voice.
Outrageous conspiracy theories.
All right, man. Thanks for letting me on, guys.
Concerning the attacks of September.
No, thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it.
Attempt to shift the blame.
Next week we're going to be doing a 4-hour block because JJ's not going to be here.
That'll be good.
Next Sunday going to be a 4-hour block.
I'll join you, Popeye.
So go be on with me. And I'm going to be back Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss it. Send out with
Don't
me.
sit back or hesitate to react to the impact. Many taking a nap. In fact, they would fake an attack to make way for the Patriot Act.